Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we have a potential big deal. Both in the sense that it's a big, like the knife is a big deal, and it's also the price on it, at least judging by the paper that I got with it, is pretty spectacular. Now I say that because this has an element. I probably made the thumbnail really dramatic, right? I'm the king of clickbait, or you guys remind me, right? But it's got an element on it that makes it a really big deal. I'm really excited to check this out. I really hope it's something spectacular. I've gotten to the point now with WE knives where every time they send something, I get really excited because they have not stopped delivering just awesome stuff this year. So thank you so much to WE for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. I'll link this. This releases, I'm recording it on, well, I'm pre-recorded. It's way before. But this releases on November 18th. So I'm going to try to get this out slightly before or right on the 18th so that you guys can actually have a shot at it. I have a feeling it's going to be popular. What do we have? Did I say it's linked in the description? This is called the Tyro. Gray titanium handle, stonewash CPM 20 CV. What's the big deal about that? That doesn't sound special at all. That sounds like nothing. Hold on. Bear with me. Who designed this? Who could it be? It's somebody whose name, as soon as you hear it, it incites excitement, right? I'll go ahead and tell you who the designer is. It's Snex. So I know most of you guys know. What's this? We got a little special piece. Here comes a little extra part. Oh boy. Oh, okay. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it was going to be. Okay, the Tyro. Look at that. It's the new Snex knife with the Superlock. Oh boy, that is cool. I thought this was going to be a dainty little thing. It's not. It's not a huge thing. But it's not dainty. So the reason I got, hold on, we got to test it out. That's a little bit tricky to get at. No, I can get at it. How does the lock feel? Oh boy, that was the part that mattered to me. And the locking system does not pull out like the old Vision R. This is the same Superlock that we had on that we currently have on the Vision FG. Oh boy. Okay, so let me give you guys my honest feedback. Number one, something I was really happy to see, right? We don't have a lot of crazy embellishment. People are going to feel more or less excited about the triangles, right? I can already hear it. Some people are like, I like it, but I don't like the holes. Yeah, every time there's holes on something, that just ends up being the case, right? So this one has holes. They're triangular. It's kind of interesting that the edges of these are polished, right? So there's a little bit of interesting milling going on here. We have pretty plain titanium. We got a nice basic pocket clip. We got a titanium back spacer. This is a milled pocket clip too, by the way. And it appears to be ambidextrous in terms of mounting positions, which is a big deal. Thank you, Snex and WE, for making sure that that was the case, right? So this isn't like, you know, the typical WE that we see where it's like really over embellished in terms of milling and anodizing and weird areas and complications and stuff like that. So you would hope that this would have a more reasonable price tag versus those knives, right? Well, it does. The MSRP, which doesn't matter at all because that's not what's going to sell for, is $270. The MAP, which is what you're going to actually pay for it when it lands on Blade HQ, is $229, which after feeling this and sort of manipulating it and just having it here in my hands, I'm very happy with that price tag. Very happy. I will say, right off the bat, imagine, is this like, if you want to switch out the pivot or something? That's what it looks like, is the pivot. This, while it does feel much more substantial than I thought, when I saw the pictures, I just assumed this was going to be a thin, dainty little thing. No. And I can comfortably get a full grip on this guy. I'll show you. Just like this. The cutout here implies that I'm supposed to fit my fingers in here, right? It is a subtle change from this area to here. So while it's not like, oh my gosh, hand melting, it's still, you know, plenty comfortable. So in one way, I feel a little bit cramped, like just feeling like I'm supposed to get more fingers in here, but I can't. In another way, it still feels plenty comfortable. The pocket clip, while not long in and of itself, is a little bit longer than I would prefer for this length of handle, but because it's milled and doesn't have a bill at the end, it's not really creating too much of an issue. The positioning of the Superlock and the ease of manipulation are perfection. That is exactly, as soon as I saw this little piece of paper that it came with, I said, man, it's really gonna come down to that actuation there, 100%. But this feels really good. This opening hole is an odd shape. I can't say, it does stay consistent with this triangle theme, right? Whatever. But it's an odd shape. Once you get the meat of your finger in there and you deploy, this is more of a, some knives are out. This one's just straight up. Once you get it there, you're good to go. Can you reverse flick it? Yeah. Again, you have to kick your finger more up than out. But very easy to manipulate. And this is going to be a super duper strong locking system. This is the Superlock, the real Snex Superlock. So the thing is going to be very, very strong and very, very reliable and very easy to manipulate. Very cool. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want it to be a little bigger. This is great, and it's going to cater so well to so many people given the size, which, by the way, hold on. The overall, I bet this is 7 1/4. No, it's not even 7. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, well, man, this is way smaller than I thought it was. That's so weird. Sometimes this knife is proof of what I say when a knife feels loud. Like there's so much going on that the knife actually is bigger in my mind. So this feels like a substantially larger object than it is, I think, for 2 reasons. One, I'm enamored with the locking system. And 2, the scales are thicker than I thought, not in a bad way, though, in a way that actually makes it feel robust and reliable for how small a knife it is. So this is actually way on the smaller side. So this is coming in at 6 3/4. Yeah, that's what they have here. The blade length, oh man, they got it under 3. So that's really cool for one major reason. If you live in an area that has a 3-inch knife lot, this is definitely under that limit. I think there's no way this could be measured as 3 inches or more. No, it's 2.85. Cutting edge is coming in at 2.75. Let's see here, blade length. Yeah, it says 2.91 inches. So yeah, it's going to pass that little inspection there for blade length. But that's really, really cool. I immediately want the same thing at 8 inches or 8 1/4. I'm hoping and praying that this is just the basic Tyro and that they have a Tyro XL planned, because that would be like the king. That would be like just the classic shape of this knife, right? I think that this is going to nail it for a lot of people, but that would be really, really spectacular for me and anybody else wanting exactly this, but a full-size version of it. But this is good. I have to remember that just because I and many other people, not everybody, but many other people want this stuff in a larger knife, doesn't mean that what I'm saying is bigger doesn't always mean better, right? Bigger is better for some people and not for others. This is a nice lightweight, compact. Well, I say lightweight. I bet it's, I'm going to say 3.75. Almost 3.8 ounces. So yeah, it's going to be nice and lightweight and compact for a lot of people. And the nice thing is, regardless of its size, it will be very, very durable. The locking system is very durable. So you're getting a lot of durability in a small package. Obviously, there needs to be a way to translate this or some other Snex Superlock model to the Civivi line. The Vision FG is definitely one of the best dollar-for-dollar knives on earth, and it's largely because it has the Superlock. So having a version of this knife in Civivi's lineup would also be great. Particularly great if we could get it under $75. But as far as this knife goes, yeah, this is pretty great, and I'm not upset at that price tag. $229, I think that's fair. This is 20 CV and their usual 59 to 61, which is okay. But everything else is really, really great. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. Solid lockup. Really cool. Always excited to look at the next thing from Snex. So, yeah, I would recommend this based on just my initial impressions, but I am going to carry and use it. So if you're not sure and you want to wait for my full review, I'll have that up for you guys here in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, I'll have this linked down below so you guys can check it out when it drops on, where's that little thing? November 18th. So I'll have a link for it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.